Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Tight into the right, boy, tight into the right. Move.
On first down, Wentz.
Q26.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Go. Waiting.
Lux 56.
Please find him.
Hey, watch it. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. We're waiting. Check right 54. Let's pick it up.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Breeze now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Sammy!
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Breeze. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
Complete to Michael Thomas. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Over.
33. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
11.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now Breeze. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Sweetie!
56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second and a yard, Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Wentz to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Look. Here we go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, Breeze. Yeah, he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
95, 56. 54, 54. Focus, defense, focus. Choke it,
They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Waiting. 56. I got you.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Bravo.
33.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
36. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch twist.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Wood.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
43-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
34-yard line.
Go. 280.
I'm here all day.
Man, 5-7.
Defense wins championship, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch time. Tight end.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, it's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. 0-2, 0-2.
54, right there. 54.
Here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
Let's go, D. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17. Eagles 14.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the second down throw on target. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They come out here in the I. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The busy night continues for Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Kamara. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Sunday. 57. Hey, orbit. No game on this defense, no game.
He's checking. Crash.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Wentz now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wentz to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Done. Waiting.
Mike 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Go.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders trying to run inside, but nothing there. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Saints, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.